Shalom, my friend. Look around the room you are sitting in right now. I don't mean just glance at it, I mean scan it. What do you see? You see furniture, you see books, you see knickknacks, but I see something else. I see antennas. Every single object in your home is an antenna. It is either broadcasting a signal of welcome to the divine presence, or it is broadcasting a signal of get out. You are praying for wealth. You are praying for a breakthrough, but your house is screaming poverty. The Zohar teaches us a frightening but liberating truth. The Shekinah, the divine presence that carries all blessing, all wealth, and all peace, cannot dwell in a place of tohu, chaos, or pagam, defect. You think you have a money problem? No, you have a vessel problem. You are trying to invite a billionaire investor God into a home filled with spiritual trash. Today we are going to do a spiritual eviction. I am going to identify 3 specific items that act as poverty magnets in your home. These are items that block the flow of Shefa abundance. If you have them, you are physically repelling the money you are trying to attract. I don't care if they have sentimental value. I don't care if they were a gift. If you want to change your financial reality, they have to go. By the end of this video, you are going to take a trash bag and you are going to reclaim your territory. We are going to turn your house from a storage unit of trauma into a sanctuary of wealth. I am Rabbi Boaz, the Torah Life Strategist, and today we are cleaning house. Let's establish the theology of space. Why does God care about your furniture? Why does He care about your wallet? Because the physical world is a mirror of the spiritual world. In the Torah, when God commanded Moses to build the tabernacle, the Mishkan, He didn't say just build whatever. He gave specific blueprints. Gold here, silver there, acacia wood here, no broken stones, no imperfections. Why? Because holiness requires perfection. Kedusha, holiness, is high-frequency energy. If you try to channel high-frequency energy through a broken wire, what happens? Short circuit. Fire, destruction. Your home is a miniature sanctuary. Mikdash Mi'at. If your sanctuary is filled with broken, dead, or chaotic objects, the high voltage of wealth cannot enter. It bounces off. This is why you feel stuck. It's not that the blessing isn't coming, it's that it has nowhere to land. So what are the blockages? Let's start with the most common and most dangerous one. Item #1. The broken vessel, chipped cups, plates, and mirrors. Go to your kitchen cabinet right now. Do you have a favorite mug with a chip in the rim? Do you have a plate with a crack down the center? Do you have a mirror in the hallway with a fracture in the corner? Throw it out. In Jewish law halasha, there is a rule regarding the Kiddush cup, the cup we use to bless the wine on Shabbat. The law states, if the cup is chipped, even a tiny bit, it is pasul. It is invalid. You cannot use it to make a blessing. Why? Because a blessing cannot rest on something that is broken. When you drink your morning coffee from a chipped mug, you are engaging in a ritual of poverty consciousness. Think about the psychology of the chipped cup. Every time you lift it to your lips, your subconscious mind sees the chip. It registers broken. It registers imperfection. It registers I can't afford a new one. You are microdosing yourself with the feeling of lack every single morning. You are telling yourself I am willing to tolerate brokenness. I am willing to settle for less. And how you do one thing is how you do everything. If you tolerate a broken cup, you will tolerate a broken business deal. You will tolerate a broken relationship. You will tolerate a broken bank account. The Kabbalists teach that keli shavor, a broken vessel, leaks light. You pour energy in, and it leaks out the crack. You work hard, you make money, and then poof, an unexpected bill takes it away. That is the leak. The physical leak in your cup is manifesting the spiritual leak in your finances. Now, I hear the objection, but Rabbi, it was a gift from my grandmother. But Rabbi, it's just a tiny chip. Listen to me. We honor your grandmother by living a life of wholeness, not by hoarding broken trash. If the object is broken, the energy is broken. If you are too poor to buy a new $5 mug, you are definitely too poor to keep the old one, because the old one is costing you millions in lost opportunity. Wealth is an energy of wholeness, shlimut. It is attracted to things that are complete. Go through your house. If it is cracked, chipped, or glued back together, it leaves today. You are declaring to the universe, I only accept wholeness in my life. When you buy that new perfect mug, even if it costs $2, you are drinking from a vessel of dignity, and dignity is the frequency of royalty. Item #2. The symbols of death. Dead plants, dried flowers, stopped clocks. This one is subtle, but it is deadly. Look at your windowsill. Is there a plant there that is brown? Is it shriveled? Are you trying to nurse it back to health for the last 6 months? Look at your wall. Is there a clock that stopped moving 3 years ago? Get rid of them. God has a name in the Torah, El Chai, the living God. Torah is called Torat Chaim, the law of life. Wealth is life force. It is movement. It is growth. A dead plant represents the opposite. It represents Mavet, death. It represents the cessation of growth. When you keep a dead plant in your living room, you are setting up a shrine to failure. You are telling your eyes, look, this is what happens in this house. Things die here. And dried flowers? People think they are pretty. They are not. They are corpses. They are mummified life. They hold the energy of the past. They are frozen in time. You want your money to be current. You want currency. Current means flowing like a river. Dried flowers and dead plants are stagnant water. They attract what the Zohar calls Ruach Ra, stagnant negative spirit. And what about the stopped clock? This is the worst offender. Time is money. Time is the currency of your life. When a clock stops, it symbolizes that time has run out. Subconsciously, walking past a stopped clock creates a feeling of being stuck. It creates a feeling that progress is impossible. If you can put a new battery in it, do it today. If the mechanism is broken, throw it out. Do not live in a house where time stands still. You want to live in a house where the future is ticking forward. Let me tell you a story about King Solomon. Solomon was the wisest and wealthiest man who ever lived. He built the temple. In the temple there were flowers, but they were carved into the gold and the cedar wood, or they were fresh. There was never anything decaying in the temple. Every morning the priests had to remove the ashes from the altar. Terumat Hadeshin. Why? Why not just leave the ashes? Because ashes represent yesterday's service. You cannot serve God today with yesterday's ashes. You cannot build tomorrow's wealth with yesterday's dead energy. Clear the ashes. Clear the dead plants. Clear the stopped clocks. Make space for new life. When you have an empty pot, you have an invitation for a new seed. When you have a dead plant, the pot is occupied by a corpse. Empty the pot. Invite the new. Item #3. The poverty wallet, old receipts, crumbs, trash. Now we get personal. Take out your wallet or your purse. Open it. What is inside? Is it organized? Is the money flat and respectful? Or is it stuffed with old receipts from 2019? Is there a gum wrapper in there? Are the bills crumpled up like trash? Is there dust in the corners? This is why you are broke. Your wallet is the home of your money. It is the sanctuary where your money lives when it is with you. If you invited a guest to your house and your house was filled with old trash, crumpled paper and dirt, would that guest want to stay? Would they want to come back? No, they would leave as fast as possible. Money is a guest. If you treat it like trash, it will leave you. Crumpled money says, I don't respect you. Old receipts say, I am focused on the money I spent the past, not the money I have the present. The receipt is the corpse of a transaction. Once you have recorded the expense, throw the receipt away or file it in a box. Do not carry it with you. Carrying old debts and old expenses creates a heavy wallet, but heavy with paper, not heavy with gold. And the dust? The Kabbalists teach that offer dust is the food of the Nakash, the serpent. Dust represents the klipa shell of emptiness. If your wallet has crumbs and dust in the corners, you are feeding the negative forces that eat your wealth. Here is the wallet protocol. Empty everything out. Shake out the dust. Wipe it clean. Throw away every receipt, every gum wrapper, every expired business card. Take your cash. Iron it if you have to. Unfold the corners. Face all the bills the same way. Put it back with reverence. When you open your wallet, it should look like a rich man's wallet. Even if there is only $1 inside, that $1 should be sitting there like a king on a throne, not like a prisoner in a dungeon. When you pay for something and you pull out a crisp, organized bill from a clean wallet, you signal to the merchant, to yourself, and to the Creator, I am a steward. I am a manager. God loves to give money to good managers. If you can't manage the inside of a 3x 4-inch piece of leather, you cannot manage a corporation. Start with the wallet. It is the micro-temple of your finances. Item #4. The bonus, the under-the-bed storage. I want to give you one more because this one affects your sleep and your subconscious programming. What is under your bed? Is it clean? Is it empty space? Or is it storage? Old shoes? Old tax returns? Broken suitcases? Pictures of your ex? The Zohar teaches that when you sleep, your soul leaves your body. Your body becomes a vessel waiting for the soul's return. The energy surrounding your body while you sleep imprints on you. If you are sleeping on top of a pile of old junk, you are literally resting on a foundation of the past. You are resting on a foundation of clutter. How can you dream of the future when you are floating on a sea of the past? How can you wake up refreshed when you spent 8 hours bathing in the energy of stuff I don't know what to do with? The bed is holy. The bed is where life is created. The bed is where the soul ascends. There should be nothing under your bed except air. Air allows for circulation. It allows the Ruach spirit to move freely. If you have storage under there, pull it out. Put it in a closet. Put it in the garage. But clear the space under you. Give yourself the gift of sleeping on air, not sleeping on baggage. You will notice your dreams change. You will notice you wake up lighter because you are no longer anchored to the junk beneath you. The strategy of replacement. The vacuum law. Now you have thrown out the chip mugs, the dead plants, the receipts, and the junk under the bed. Your house feels lighter, but it also feels empty. Good. This is called the vacuum law. Nature abhors a vacuum. When you create empty space, the universe rushes to fill it. But here is the key. You get to choose what fills it. If you don't choose, dust will fill it. So we must perform a consecration of space. We are not just cleaning. We are preparing the landing pad. You need to replace the poverty signals with wealth signals. You don't need to be rich to do this. You just need to be intentional. Replacement 1. The bowl of fruit. In the kitchen, where you threw away the chipped mug, place a bowl of fresh fruit. Oranges, apples, pomegranates. In Kabbalah, fruit represents shefa, flow, and sweetness. It represents the result of a harvest. A bowl of fresh, bright fruit on the table says, this house is fertile. This house produces. Even if you only buy 3 oranges, put them in a nice bowl. It changes the frequency of the room from lack to life. Replacement 2, living green. Where the dead plant was, buy a new, small, vibrant plant. Or better yet, buy fresh herbs, mint, basil, rosemary. Living things that have a scent. Smell is the only sense that the soul enjoys. According to the Talmud, the soul doesn't eat, but it benefits from scent. A pleasant, fresh smell invites the Shekinah. It signals life is growing here. Replacement 3. The money magnet in the wallet. Now that your wallet is clean, I want you to put something special in it. Keep one bill, maybe a $50 or a $100 bill, or the highest denomination you can afford, tucked in a secret pocket. This is not for spending. This is a seed. This is called the Shemura, the guarded money. Knowing you have money that you could spend but choose not to, shifts your psychology from I have nothing to I have reserves. Every time you open your wallet, you see that bill. You know you are not broke. You are a person with capital. It acts as a magnet for more bills to join it. Money likes company. The final protocol, the blessing of the home. Now that you have purged the negative and primed the positive, we need to seal the energy. You are going to walk through your house, open the windows, let the old air out, let the new breeze in, and you are going to say a simple declaration in every room. You are going to reclaim dominion over your space. Words are creative power. Stand in the center of your living room. Stand in the center of your kitchen. Stand in the center of your bedroom. And say this, Master of the universe, I have cleared the chaos from this space. I have removed the broken vessels. I declare this home a sanctuary for your presence. May no sadness enter here. May no trouble enter here. May no fear enter here. May this home be a vessel for blessing, for peace, and for wealth. As I have cleared the physical clutter, so too clear the spiritual clutter from my life. My door is open to opportunity. My cup is whole and ready to receive. Amen. My friend, do not underestimate the power of this physical work. Some people will say, Rabbi, this is superstition, this is feng shui. No, this is architecture. You are the architect of your life. If you build a house with crooked walls and broken windows, don't be surprised when the roof collapses. If you build a life with broken objects and dead energy, don't be surprised when your bank account collapses. You are building a palace for your soul. Treat it like a palace and the king will come to visit. Treat it like a dump and only the rats will come. Here is my challenge to you. Do not just watch this video and nod your head. Do not save it for later. Turn off your phone in 5 minutes. Grab a black trash bag and go on a hunt. Find the chip. Find the dead leaf. Find the receipt. Be ruthless. Every item you throw into that bag will feel like a weight lifting off your chest. You will physically feel the room get lighter. And when the room gets lighter, your mind gets clearer. And when your mind is clear, you can finally see the opportunities that God has been placing right in front of your face. Wealth is not a lottery ticket. Wealth is a frequency. Tune your antenna. Fix your receiver. Clean your house. The signal is being broadcast 24/7. Now you are finally ready to hear it. I am Rabbi Boaz. Your soul is the blueprint. Your life is the construction. Now, go get the trash bag. Shalom.